conversation. Guten Tag. You can also say Guten Tag if you want. Say Guten, because sometimes en becomes silent, or you can just say Guten Tag. So Guten Tag, ich bin Hans. Okay, ich bin Hans Mehr. Good day, I am Hans Mehr. Wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie? How are you called, or what is your name? Okay, how are you called? What is your name? Ali Tankai. Ali Tankai, of course, is a name probably from or Turkey. Woher kommen Sie, Herr Tankai? Woher kommen Sie, Herr Tankai? So simply means wo. You cut it off, you split wo. And just split this. Wo simply means where on its own. Okay? Here simply means like coming into something. Okay? It's like coming into something. Okay? Here in something. Okay? But when you put it together, it simply comes where from. Okay? Where from. Woher from. So where from. Kommen, to come in English. To come. Here to Kai, Tankai. Tankai simply means Mr. Tankai. And Mr. Tankai, of course, respond aus der Türkei. So basically, there are, of course, some countries that we use aus, okay? And we have other countries that have, of course, United States of America and so on. We use something else most of the time, okay? We say in there, aus der, okay? But it comes in there, United Kingdom, der Großbritannia, und so weiter. So, aus der Türkei simply means from Turkey. We don't say from the Turkey, but from Turkey, okay? From Turkey, aus der Türkei. It can be aus Kenya, from Kenya, aus Zambia, from Zambia, aus Nigeria, aus Egypt, and so on, okay? Los geht's. Aha. Und Sie. Then it goes, okay. And you put a question mark and you complete the same question you asked the other person again. So meaning Mr. Tankai also asked. And you. Woher, wer sind Sie? Okay. And you. Who are you? Okay. Wer sind Sie? So, wer sind Sie? The answer comes in, ich bin. Okay. Different ways of answering somebody when you're asked your name. You can say, ich heiße, mein Name ist, or ich bin. So, ich bin Alexander Makarenko. So, Alexander Makarenko. I am Alexander Makarenko. Ich bin aus der Ukraine. So, I am from Ukraine. Ich bin aus der Ukraine. I am from Turkey. Nummer 2. Hallo, ich bin Anna. Hallo, ich bin Anna. Und wie heißt du? Und wie heißt du? So, again, hello, I am Anna. And how are you called? Remember, we're talking about formal and informal. Okay? So, respect and non-respectful way of speaking. Let's say speaking with your friend or a young kid. We say heißt du. Do comes in all the time. This is why we say wie geht es dir and not wie geht es Ihnen. Ihnen with respect. Wie geht es dir, not with respect. Ich heiße Sadi. Oder Sadir, I think. Auf Deutsch, you're going to read Sadi. Ich heiße Sadi. I am called Sadi. Und du? And you? Wer bist du? Wer bist du? Ich heiße Rabia. I am called Rabia. Und du simply means and you. Who are you? Nummer 3. Woher kommst du? Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Aus Indien. Aus Indien. From India. Ah, toll. Und du simply means, great. And you? The answer comes aus Thailand. Aus Thailand. Interessant. Interessant. Interesting. Auf Englisch. Wir sagen interesting. So, this is what is happening in the call, in this conversation. But of course, it needed for us to listen. So basically, we're just simply narrating what the conversation was about in this audio. Okay, next. And please bear in mind, most of the things, it's good to also of course, Google cannot be 100% right, but at least having to translate by yourself gives you something to remember. Every time you translate by yourself, it sticks in your head because it was your own translation. But if somebody translates all the time for you, you only pack your books because it's already been done for you. So at times, also try to translate by yourselves. Okay. Buchstaben B. Okay, Buchstaben B. Letter B. Ergänzen Sie Fragen auf oder aus A. Ergänzen Sie. So, remember, with umlaut, we're going to say ergänzen, so in this case, A of English. We're going to pronounce this as A. Ergänzen Sie. Z becomes C. So when you're pronouncing this, always look out for the umlauts and the Z. Z is not the same as the one we have in English. S will be pronounced as the Z in English. So, ergänzen Sie Fragen aus A. Okay. Before we continue, grab some water. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, gehen wir weiter. Ergänzen Sie Fragen aus A. Simply means complete the question from A. Where is our A? Here is our A. So 1, 2, 3 is all from our A. Okay. So, for example, here we've been given on du und wie heißt du? Basically, what we're supposed to put now on Z is just the opposite. Respect and non-respective of conjugations, verb conjugations. The verb the verb that we are actually conjugating right now is this one. Okay, this is the verb that we are conjugating, which of course is called heißen. If you put it together, heißen. So when we're answering here, of course, Z is going to become the same way. Und wie. Well, I'm going to start from there. How I'm going to ask somebody. I've missed und, so I'll just put wie, and I'll get the same what is being given there. Okay. Und wie heißen
Sie.
There we go. The same way. Okay, the same way, but different conjugation. I don't know if Mr. Okuman also explained, and I also posted something, sent Mr. Mike something that can guide you guys, especially when it comes to using verb conjugations with the persons or the pronouns, personal pronouns, and so on, of you, him, her, she, them, what are they, him, and we. I actually think I posted that to Mr. Mike, who I think must have shared it with you guys. That's the easiest way to actually manipulate any verb that is given in German language. There are a lot of verbs, of course, countless verbs that, of course, you can learn just in a day. There is, of course, the main ones we focus on, of course, are heißen is something that you use on a daily basis. heißen, kommen. These are most common verbs that are used because kommen comes with direction, heißen comes with the name. Okay, nominating, heißen comes with the name. We also have what we call to need, möchten, brauchen. So möchten also is something that I need something, I want something. Okay, these are common most of the time. So I still don't remember. I know Mr. Mike sent you something. That of course was called nominative personnel pronouns. So, and it's of course in English, and you have it in Deutsch too. There's singular and there's plural. It's a simple picture I sent 2nd of June, I still remember. And you have, of course, I, which simply means ich. You, informal, which simply means do. And you, formal, simply means
excuse me, sir.
is. Yes, please.
Marian, kindly mute your mic. Oh, carry on, sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so as I was saying, formal and informal. When we see Z and do, we have to remember something. We're dealing with informal, okay? And here we're dealing with formal, okay? We're dealing with formal here, regardless, and we're dealing with informal. Formal, respectful way of speaking. Informal, friendly way of speaking. A friendly way of speaking comes with do, dear, okay? Do, dear comes in all the time. So when you see something like this, somebody asks you conjugate using the Z or using the do sounds, you just have to know. Z, I'm going to complete the entire verb as it's called. Heißen, it can be heißen, you can be möchten, it can be kommen. This is what they ask. Woher kommen Sie? When we're using Z, we're using the full verb, kommen. But if I was using do would have come, wo kommst du? Woher, here we go, that's what I was looking for here. Woher kommst du? Okay, again, not only woher exists, we also have wohin, location, what place are you located? Wohin, in, where? So if somebody asks you, wohin kommen Sie or wohin kommst du? That simply means which city are you in? Okay, which city do you come from? If you mention your country, when you hear wohin, then you go with that. Okay, or somebody can ask you wohin kommst du? Like, where are you from? You can just say, if you're in the supermarket, im Supermarket. Okay, I'm coming from the supermarket. Okay, so which comes aus dem Supermarket, out, and so on. Somebody can ask you that question. But again, somebody can ask you, where are you? Which is simply, wo bist du? Oder wo sind sie? So we can have something like, just somebody puts Deutsch, and it comes like this. Wo? Wo sind sie? Where are you? Okay. Wo sind sie? I'm at home. Wo ich bin in der Park, I'm in the park. Ich bin ins Kino, I'm in the cinema, and so on. So there are different ways of manipulating the formal and informal way of speaking. Okay. The easiest one, if you're using the form of speaking, you don't have to change the verb. You just take the way it is coming. Heißen, sprechen, sehen. You have all those. You just use them. Sie, they don't change. But if you're now conjugating, you're talking about the second person, they, she, then this changes itself. It changes. Okay. But hyphen may normally, it does not usually change that much. Okay. Because just use as the heist or the heist the how is she called? What is her name? The heist Z, the heist R, the heist S, okay, and so on. So this one basically doesn't have much of a change in it, this kind of verb. So this one, I can leave it to you guys just to have your own personal, you can answer by yourselves from the dialogue itself, from here that you've seen. You just have to take some Beispiel, woher kommen Sie, you put it down, and how can I use the informal way, woher kommst du, just like that. Then you complete this, because we're just saying complete the question. So just complete these questions, that's all. So you get the questions and complete them. So there you have it. 1 and 2 plus this side, the informal way. So formal and informal. Just the same thing. Okay, so gehen wir weiter. C. Fragen und Antworten. So, answer, ask and answer. So, Fragen, ask, or to ask a question. Und Antworten simply means answer. Sprechen Sie wie in A. Sprechen Sie, so, sprechen Sie wie in A. Speak like in part A, which you're from doing, okay? So there we have it. This can be like a speaking, like ask your partner questions like we did in the first part of A. So if you're grouped, you can always use that opportunity. Ask the heißen Sie, woher kommen Sie? Was sprechen Sie? You can use all those. So again, the formal of speaking, as long as we have Sie, we have a full verb here, sprechen. We have a full verb already. So these are also easy ways to help you remember or memorize the verb conjugations. So this is a full verb called speaking. If you split it up, du, sprichst, and so on. We'll get to that shortly. So, C3. C3. Du oder sie. Du oder sie. You, or formal way of saying you. Or in short, I'm talking about a lot of people. I can say sie, okay, in plural format. Was ist richtig? Was ist richtig? Richtig, what is correct? Or in short, what is right or what is correct? Was ist richtig? Richtig, kreuzen Sie an, cross, put an X, which comes, of course, we put this together, becomes ankreuzen, ankreuzen. So kreuzen Sie an. Hallo. Hallo. Ich bin Ümit. Hallo. Ich bin Ümit. Und wer das? Okay. So, nochmal. Hallo. Ich bin Umut. Und wer bist dash. Whenever you see beast, which comes from a conjugation, okay, the famous verb sein. There are two famous verbs that we use. One, sein, second, haben. Most used verbs in our daily to-day life in Germany. Okay? So, und wer bist du? Why are we using bist du? It's because now we are talking about the informal way of speaking. I'm now breaking it down. Sein, if I'm talking about sein, if I'm talking about myself, I'm going to say ich bin. Bin comes from this verb, sein. Ich bin. Du bist. Okay? Er, sie oder es, we say ist. Wir sind. And so on. So this one is a bit complicated, but as long as you practice, it's the only verb that is used on our day-to-day basis. Okay? Sein. Okay? So, as long as again you see what we want to know that we're talking about do. Verb is do. If you have Z, we're expecting to have sind here. Sind all the time. Sind is what we're expected to have here. Then we can say this is correct. But as long as we have do or something else, we can't say Z. We have to cancel out Z. Z does not change mainly the verb conjugation. Okay? It simply goes forward with it. So, wer bist du simply means who are you? So we have already talked about this about I think 4 times now. I'm sure you guys now understand and know what this translation means. Wer bist du? Wer bist du? Who are you? Then ich heiße Amir. Ich heiße Amir. So if I'm conjugating something, I am doing it. Of course, the verb, I'm going to fully put the actual verb. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to remove the N out of the full verb. From heißen, I cut off the N and I remain with an E or the E in German. Okay. And I'm going to pronounce this as ich heiße. Ich heiße Amir. Hier kommst. Wo, answer nochmal, because we have kommst and not kommen. We're going to say, woher kommst du, Amir? Where do you come from, Amir? Aus dem Yemen. So, from Yemen. Okay? Aha. Ich komme aus Istanbul. So, Istanbul, I know should be a capital city of Turkey, or I guess in Turkey somewhere. Probably even a capital city, I don't know. So, Istanbul. Okay? I come from Istanbul. Das spricht gut Deutsch. Das sprichst. Remember, from sprechen, which is this verb here. When we're using sie, it comes as sprechen. As long as you see spricht, sprichst gut Deutsch, comes to du. Du sprichst gut Deutsch. Nein, nein, nur ein bisschen. Nein, nein, nur ein bisschen. So, ein bisschen it simply means a little bit. So no, just a little bit. Und now it has changed. We look at the verb again. Und dash, wie heißen. Remember, so now we're now in the formal way of speaking. Und wie heißen Sie? We cannot use do and then put here the heißen Sie. Doesn't make sense to correspond. Everything has to be in the same lane. So, too fun, Mona, too fun. Okay, so too fun, Mona, too fun. That's the name. Ah, schön. Was, so simply means schön. Schön can be great, or we use it for beautiful. Another word, hupst. Hupschen or schön. Ah, beautiful or great. Sprechen, was, sprechen. Remember, we have the full verb, which comes to see. Was sprechen Sie, Frau Tüfan? What do you speak, Madame Tüfan? Deutsch und Türkisch. Ich spreche Deutsch und Türkisch. I speak German and Turkish. Aha, auch Türkisch. Oh, also Turkish. So meaning you also speak Turkish. Okay. So we so far have learned, I'm sure you've heard of the verb sprechen, kommen, and heißen. I actually put them, I wrote them down and I sent Mr. Mike, I'm sure he shared that. Those are the common verbs that we usually use just to help you guys remember. We use those verbs. And now we're going to learn how to break them down. Hopefully we'll have revision, I think, a bit later during the lesson, I think. Okay, gehen wir weiter. Was sprichst du? Okay, informal. Was sprechen Sie? Formal. Sprechen. Remember, sprechen. So, sprechen is not sprechen. Sprechen is to speak. Sprachen. Sprachen simply means languages. Okay, Sprachen. Arabisch, Bulgarisch, Deutsch, Englisch, Französisch, Griechisch, Italienisch, Polnisch, Rumänisch, Russisch, Spanisch, Türkisch, Ungarisch, Sprachen, Sprachen, Arabisch, Bulgarisch, Deutsch, English, Griechisch, so Griechisch, these are countries, what they speak. Hungary, they speak this, Ungarish, Hungarian, Turkey, Turkish, okay, or Turkish, Armenish, or Romanian language, Poland, Polish, Italianish, Griechisch from Greece, okay, Französisch from France, English, of course, England, America, and other parts of the world. Deutsch, Deutschland, which is German language. Bulgarisch from Bulgaria, speak Bulgarisch. Arabic, Arabic from Arabian countries. Okay, so that was how to pronounce what they end with. So basically, if you see everything ends with niche, 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 she, okay? Polnish, okay? English, Deutsch, Bulgarisch, you see, ish, okay? Everything has an ish in them, ish or a niche. So ish or niche, ish. There you have it. Chinese-ish. If you have Chinese, Chinese-ish, Japonish, and if you're saying Swahili, I think Swahili also goes to Swahili-ish, or I don't know how you can say it, but just say Swahili. Every language goes with niche, or ish in short. Ish or niche. That is me, or that is I, if you want to put it that way. And I think also you've heard the word, if I go further, that starts vergleichen, yeah? You've heard the word vergleichen, it simply means to compare, okay? Vergleichen, and I'm sure it's been done also in the first part. So, können Sie und vergleichen Sie, so vergleichen Sie, compare. So listen and compare. Das bin ich, that is I, or that is me, okay? Sprechen Sie mit Ihrer Partnerin. Okay, speak with your female partner und ihrem Partner, male Partner. Oder machen Sie einen Film. Oder machen Sie einen Film. Movie. So, wie heißt again the verb heißen with the formal way of speaking? I'm respecting the lady's being respected here. Conversation, of course, will go with Z everywhere. So if you're making a small movie, your teammate, wie heißen Sie? The answer, ich bin, can be Susie, Lily, Susanna, Joanne, Janet, Juliet, whatever. After you are done, always remember, use the same conjugation at the top. If your friend start with Z, make sure you use Z again. So if I answer, my name is Janet, whoever, I'm going to say, und Sie, wie heißen Sie? So meaning, and you, what are you called? Then the other person will respond. And then of course, the other person can still ask you, woher kommen Sie? Because we're having a conversation now. Woher kommen Sie? We're using Sie. I'm not gonna say do because of side with woher kommen Sie? Then the person will reply either aus Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, wherever, Zambia, I don't know. After you reply, the same way ask. Und Sie, woher kommen Sie? Just repeat what your friend said. Okay. The next, of course, after your friend also finishes, is going to say, was sprechen Sie? Okay, was sprechen Sie? There's another way of saying the full word, what languages do you speak? Was sprechen Sie? Okay, was sprechen Sie? Okay, what language do you speak? Okay, or was Sprache sprechen Sie? Okay, was Sprache sprechen Sie? What languages do you speak? Which, of course, remember, Sprachen and sprechen are two different things. When you say was Sie, was sprechen, what languages do you speak? You can say, I can now narrate them. But if you don't want to say was sprechen Sie, you're just gonna say was sprechen Sie. Just shortcut it. Was sprechen Sie? And then of course a person can say I speak Swahili, English, maybe Arabisch, Französisch und ein bisschen Deutsch or a little bit of German. Okay, just like here, this answer. Okay, ich spreche ein bisschen because he's making a small video, yeah, on his handy, trying to imitate the language or trying to practice the German language is also a good idea when you speak phone and record yourself. It helps. So, friend, I've done all the okay, the letters of the alphabet. We did them. That was the first thing we did. So I'm going to skip this. Okay, we talked about umlauts. We talked about A bis Z. Zum Beispiel, wir können hier sagen, buchstabieren Sie Ihren Namen. Buchstabieren Sie Ihren Namen simply means, please, narrate your name or spell your name, okay, using letters. Every time you hear this, I know in the embassy they ask most of these things because I know the German embassy is the hardest place to get a visa, especially if you're not competent with speaking. Always remember, I put this all the time in your head. Try to swallow it and memorize it regardless. Buchstabieren Sie. So, Buch is a book. Stabieren, stabilize. So, buchstabieren simply means, please dictate your name or spell your name. Okay. Okay. Sie Ihren Namen. So, spell your name. Okay. Ich heiße Maria Bari. Maria Bari oder Maria Bari. Wie bitte? Wie bitte simply means I beg your pardon. Okay. Wie bitte simply means I beg your pardon. So, I beg your pardon. Buchstabieren Sie bitte. I beg your pardon. Please spell your name. R and we have E, okay, E and then R, Maria, okay, we've done it. So the same way goes for you guys. Um, just write something like this down and so that it helps you buchstabieren simply means to spell, okay? So you have to name the letters no matter what. It can be with a phone number, tell me your phone number and so on. And here we have again a little bit of phone conversation. So sprechen Sie dann mit Ihrem Namen. So, wollen Sie, sprechen Sie dann mit Ihrem Namen. Firma Mikrolab. I'll repeat this. Listen, okay, to the telephone conversation. Speak with your name, okay? Speak with your name. So this is what we call Love. Valentina Schwarz. Okay. Valentina Schwarz. Guten Tag. So as they've drawn down, our next line is going to be here, and then the next one is going to be here, next one here, next one there, next one there, next one here, just like that until we end here. Okay. So now, when you are reading, always pay attention. You can always take part in the reading, of course, with your microphone muted. When you read, just try to read after me, regardless of how you're unable to pronounce something right. You'll get it at some point. Nobody's perfect at the same start or in the beginning. Beginnings are hard, and as more as you practice, as long as you move with confidence and pride and practice, you'll be able to get it right. Okay, Firma Mikrolab, Valentina Schwarz. Guten Tag. Okay, Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Mein Name ist remember, Konstantinov. Mein Name ist Konstantinov. Ist Frau Bär da, bitte? Ist Frau Bär da, bitte? So, we're going to say company Microlab, Valentine Schwarz. Good day. Good day. My name is Konstantinov. Is Madame Bär there, please? So bitte, please. So is Madame Bär there, please? Okay. And she says, Guten Tag, Herr. There's God's hesitation. Guten Tag, Herr Kostadino. Entschuldigung. So, Entschuldigung. Wie ist Ihr Name? Entschuldigung. Okay. So I know it's a bit hard to pronounce. Entschuldigung. So I'm going to say Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Wie ist Ihr Name? So this is how you, when you want to say what is your name, wie ist Ihr Name? Okay. Excuse me. What is your name? Or how is your name? To be Konstantinov. Ich buchstabiere. I'm spelling it. K-O-S-T-A-O-V. V. And then O, okay. Ah, ja, Herr Kostadinov. Ein Moment. So, ah ja, Herr Kostadinov. Ein Moment, bitte. Okay, Herr Kostadinov. Tut mir leid. So, tut mir leid. Frau Bär ist nicht da. Okay, so, ah ja, simply, all right. Oh, okay, in short like that. Oh yes, if you want to make it like a surprise. Oh yeah, Mr. Konstantinov. A moment, please. Mr. Konstantinov, I'm sorry. Madam, and then says, ja gut. Ja gut. Vielen Dank. Auf Wiedersehen. Simply you say auf Wiedersehen, but here it says auf Wiederholen. So meaning, I'll, like in English, you say, I'll hear from you again. Okay. So, ja gut. Vielen Dank. Wiederholen. So auf Wiederholen simply means, oh yes, good. Thank you very much. Vielen Dank simply means thank you very much. 1,000 welcomes if you want to say it. Auf Wiederholen. Hear from you later. Okay. Auf Wiederholen here, Konstantinov. You same to you. Okay. I'll hear from you again, Mr. Konstantinov. So this was a phone, okay, looking for somebody, and also if somebody doesn't understand your name, you can simply say Ich buchstabiere. I will spell my name, and then you go later by later auf Deutsch. Never forget. It's not always a German understand what you mean. If you go like Z, then they'll ask you what you mean Z. Okay, or you go V, then they'll ask you what you mean by V. Okay, because V will put German V will be a W, and your name is already spelled wrong. So those are things that you have to also be attentive when you're talking about spellings. You just put here, you say V, and of course you get it wrong, and you are gone. Once a mistake is made, it's hard. So make sure you also learn the alphabet. Very important. Next, D4. Spiel. Play. Spielt die Buchstabenmaus. Wo ist our Buchstabenmaus? Here. It's a mouse. Okay? Our mouse. Buchstabenmaus. Raten Sie Wörter aus der Lektion. So, raten Sie Wörter aus der Lektion. Raten. Guess the word from the lection. What do you call this? Lektion. Lesson, or lecture, in short. From the lecture. So guess the word from lecture. Okay. So I'll do this a bit quickly. What do we know here? A9. And just guess here, the next and the next. So look for some Beispiel. We've been given here tear, you guess until the word is fully constructed. Zum Beispiel, what gives here? You have tear, and S has been given here already. There's U, which is say here. Two, okay, choose. So te, ch, sh, u, s, choose. Okay, so we have choose. Choose simply means buy. Okay, choose, buy. That's what it simply means. So guessing, just like that. B, Adresse. Buchstaben E, Adresse. Das heißt Address. Adresse, which is Adresse, if you can say Adresse or Adresse. Adresse. E1, Visitenkarte, so Visitenkarten. Visitenkarten, visiting or suchen, whichever I can put it, card, okay? A visiting card or anything just to help you go to your destination. Lesen Sie und markieren Sie. So again, lesen, you had this again, and markieren Sie, mark. So I'll get back to again BCN before we go any further. Visiting card can be something that you help you get by, which of course I'm gonna call no film. Okay, so basically I'm gonna call this a business card. Okay, so this is a business card. Okay, business card. So carton, visiting, business, carton, like Carter, one card, carton, cards. Okay, so business cards. These are all business cards here. Lesen Sie und markieren Sie. So read and mark which card we're talking about. Sie Vornamen, Familiennamen, Nachnamen, Straße, Stadt, Land. Nochmal. Lesen Sie und markieren Sie. Vorname, Familien, remember, Familienname. Okay, Familienname oder Nachname, last name, last name, family name. Straße, Straße, street. Okay, Stadt, Stadt also falls under city. Okay, city, land, country. Okay, land, country. Make sure to remember that, just in case you come across this, which of course I know you will. Business, first business card. What's happened here? Noah's Film, Neos, it's the name Neos Film. Okay, Lorenzo, Menardi, Produzent, Metzstrasse. So looking about the streets, okay, Berlin, postcode, and the city, Berlin. So Lorenzo, which is an email here, and the phone number. So basically, I was just looking at business cards and the addresses, okay? Address, you just have to know where is your location, okay? Where do you stay? So just look at this address. We have Straße 3D, das ist der 50, 67, 6 Korn. So basically, this is what we're looking at. And we're looking at the family name and the name. So it can be Deutsch Krankenkasse, Luise Eigner. So Lucy is simply the first name, which is Vorname. Eigner, family name. Okay. And profession, of course, I'm talking about here we have repair of boots. Okay. Filmmakers, Roger Luber, which is let me see here. Okay, so most of these things are just business card for what you need. It can be for for people who like beverages, doctor and so on. Jogenschmitzer und so weiter. So wie heißt das Land? Ohne Sie zu. Please just give me a minute. I'll be back. Indefinite and definite articles. And country. Okay. Die zu. So haben wir Deutschland und FL und A. Was heißt das? Ja. Okay, Liechtenstein just simply is was is just I can put Österreich, okay? It's in between, okay? So können Sie und ergänzen Sie das Formular. Formular is a form, okay? Das Formular. So formular is simply a form. And können Sie to listen, ergänzen Sie again, like I said. If you remember somebody, what did I say? Ergänzen Sie means? If you've been following, to complete. Danke. To complete. So ergänzen Sie simply means complete the form. Kurs A1, just like you guys are right now. Deutschkurs A1. Okay, it's first level. Okay. Und oder erste Stock, first level. Familienname, family name, Vorname, first name, and then the family name. Okay. Stadt, Stadt, city. So just when you're registering, just name, whichever I can call it. Okay. It gets in das Formula. So we're filling in the formula again, or completing the formula. Who's are eins? Eins. Deutsch als Fremdsprache. So every time you hear something called Fremdsprache, simply means foreign language. Deutsch als Fremdsprache. Foreign, foreign. Okay. Ich bin fremd. When you say ich bin fremd here, I am a foreigner here, or I am a stranger here. Fremd simply means to be a foreigner or to be a stranger. So Sprache, like I said, language. Fremdsprache, foreign language. Anmeldung. Anmeldung. Und haben wir Familienname, Vorname, Straße, Hausnummer, Postleitzahl und Stadt. I will start with Anmeldung. An Anmeldung simply means registration. Okay. Anmeldung is a registration. So we can just say ergänzen Sie, okay, complete the registration, Anmeldung. Familienname, you write your first name, you write Straße or the house number. So I'm going to write your street and then your house number. You can just say house number 3, streets, something, something. Okay. Postleitzahl simply means postal address. Okay. So postal address and then the city. Of course, in Africa, it's rare. We don't usually have postal codes or addresses in most parts of our cities. You can find maybe we use only one or cities sometimes, but here you find each city has got its own postal code. Okay. Now, Stadt, city. Each city has its own postal code. We're going to now come to what I wanted so very much. Grammatik und Kommunikation. Grammatik, Aussage. So Grammatik and communication. Mein Name, remember, mein Name ist Walter Baumann. This is Walter Baumann, okay? And then we had Ich bin Lili. So you can use these phrases. You can say I am. Okay, my name is, or I am. Just examples you've been given. Ich bin Lili. Mein Name ist Walter Baumann. Ich komme aus Deutschland. Sie sprechen gut Deutsch. You speak good German. Ich komme aus Deutschland. I come from Germany. Ich bin Lili. I am Lili. Mein Name ist Walter Baumann. My name is Walter Baumann. Okay? So, the V syndrome. Okay? We got the V or the V syndrome, which carries wer, woher, was. Okay, it has these beautiful questions. These are Fragen, that's asked Fragen. Okay, Wir sagen, fragen. Wie? How? Wie heißen Sie? How? Wie geht es Ihnen? How are you? Wer? Who? Wer ist das? Who is that? Okay. Wer sind Sie? Who are you? Then you have was. Was ist das? What is that? Was machen Sie? Was machen Sie? What are you doing? And then you have the last one. Woher kommen Sie? Where do you come from? It can be woher oder wohin or wo. So we call it the W or the V syndrome. Okay. It's very, very interesting. All right. Verb conjugation oder Verbkonjugation. This becomes Tion auf Deutsch. Konjugation. Verbkonjugation. Now, these are the common verbs that we've looked at, and here we are. Here we are. Let's begin. Ich. When we're using common, we're going to stick with a few because we only have ich, du, und sie. These are the first few things we learned so far, just to help us in a good direction, in a very, very good direction for starters. Ich komme. Du kommst. Du kommst. Ich komme. Du kommst. Sie kommen. Heißen is our next verb. So, erste Verb war kommen. Nächste heißt heißen. Okay? Nächste oder zweite. Okay? Zweite heißt heißen. Wie oder ich heiße. Du heißt. Ich heiße. Du heißt. Sie heißen. Warum? Well, it's formal. Informal. It changes. And if I'm possessing the verb myself, I say ich heiße because I've possessed the verb. Okay? Sprechen. Dritter verb or third verb. Okay? Dritter verb. Ich spreche. Ich spreche. Du, sie sprechen. So, du sprichst. You speak. Ich spreche. I speak. So, I hope this book will be sent to you so that you, in your own free time, you practice. Very important. And please, if Mr. Mike, you're here, make sure you let Mr. Lokomona know that this book needs to be sent if possible. If he doesn't reply to me, please keep pushing. Next, the verb I was talking about. Yeah. Okay, great. Danke, Dankeschön. Thank you. Okay, so next we have sein. Remember sein, a common verb I said. We have two common verbs that we use in our daily lives. Das heißt sein und haben. Haben is the next thing we're going to do. Talk about, I think, in the next upcoming topics, because this one is now over. It's simply done. What you're going to be dealing with is just simply revision. So we're done with this topic. So I hope everybody's ready for the next topic. Sein, okay, is now conjugated. Ich bin, I am. Ich bin. Du bist, you are. Sie sind, you are or they are. Okay? Sie sind. On conjugation, marker, remember from heißen, we just simply move N from the full verb, we cancel N, and I say ich heiße. If we're talking about do, we'll move En and we replace it with ST, which becomes heist. Last but not the least, if we're talking about Z, formal, it doesn't change, stays the same. Okay, so bear in mind and please remember. Now, hello, tschüss. Hello simply means hello. Okay, we're meeting now, and bye. Okay, so as the book has been sent to you on free time, go to the last part here where it says communication. Okay, and practice with your friends. You've got good things right here for you guys. Okay, zum Beispiel Hallo, guten Morgen. Okay, good morning, guten Tag, good day. You can just replace them with your names. Guten Abend, good evening. Okay, a warm welcome, a welcome. Okay, freut mich. Nice to meet you. Or pleased to get your acquaintance, or to have your acquaintance, or nice to meet you, and so on. Okay, and you have just here is why you should all pay attention. Okay, this just simply helps you how to answer the heißen Sie, ich heiße, or you can use ich bin. So you can choose between heißen or ich bin. Du heißt du. Wer bist du? Who are you? So focus on this as a revision for this topic. Each topic that we have has a last part where it helps you rememorize what we learned. It's not always teach us to repeat everything that you've learned. This is for you guys on your own day life. Today, since the book has been sent to you, you have tomorrow just spend 5-10 minutes on your small break just to pass through that, since I know right now it's late. But if you have time to do a little bit of revision, you can always go for it. Okay, and everything is here for you. Kommen, we have the verb kommen. Okay, so make sure you follow it in order. Heißen, kommen, and sprechen. So as you can see here, it's been lined up for you to help you what? Learn and conjugate sentences. So you mark these two, spreche, die Sprache, language, kommen, Herkunft, to arrive or where do you come from. Okay, woher kommen Sie? Just delete this out. You can put somebody else's name and then they can answer, and always never forget to put aus. Okay, that's for formal. Informal, you can also use this. Okay, but mainly when you're learning German language, always practice very much with the formal way of speaking with everyone. Okay, just to show respect and you earn that respect back. Okay, so you have this again. You wanna say excuse me, you can say Entschuldigung. Okay, tut mir leid simply means sorry. Tut mir leid, tut mir leid, I'm sorry. Okay, you can use these. So these are most common and very important words that you need to master in your head. At least starting from today, you can, in case you want to distract the teacher is teaching and you got a question, you have to always say Entschuldigung bitte, excuse me please, Entschuldigung bitte, and then you ask a question. For starters, always use Entschuldigung to help you with the German. So in case you want to say something, you can say Entschuldigung. Then later during your lessons, you can also start using Ich habe eine Frage. Ich habe eine Frage simply means I have a question. So you use Entschuldigung bitte. Ich habe eine Frage, meaning excuse me please, I have a question. So once you start tackling those, now you're participating in a Deutsch Kurs oder unsere Prüfung. Okay. So and also whenever you're including the language, always include ein bisschen Deutsch. Why? Why do I say that? Because one, you are learning German. You now know a little thing, a little bit of German regardless. You can say some words. You can even now be able to read or try to read slowly, which is okay. Okay. And here we are having das bin ich, of course, from their formula, das Formula. So this also for you, just to help you on your own time. You get this, put it in a book and practice. Okay. Practice, das bin ich, erkennen Sie, I have to complete this, write the way it is, erkennen Sie, complete, and then you start Name, Land, Stadt, Sprache, languages. Use this as your guideline also for what we call sich Vorstellung. Okay? Sich Vorstellung also has this order: your name, land, city, age, country, city, language, hobbies. That's how it's going to go the next time. So for now, these are last questions, words, or advices or revisions that talked about how to say your name, how to introduce yourself, how to ask your friend, where do they come, okay? And on languages, of course, I said, you can say it's Italianish, shows have the ish, Romania, Romanian, okay, and so on. Those you can just put like that, in the future I'll correct it. So for now, focus on the name, languages, and how do you ask those questions. And don't forget, everything is here. No one should come in the future and say, we did not learn this. No, you actually did. If you hear something Buchstaben sagen und mein Name buchstabieren, or I can translate this, or you can say I can spell. Buchstabieren simply means to spell. Once you hear that, or your friend asks you, wie bitte? Buchstabieren Sie Ihren Namen bitte, oder buchstabieren Sie bitte. And then your friend can say, oh, okay. Then you say your name. If it's Maria, then you start A, R, E, R. Simple as that. Maria. Then once you're done, you are done. And then you ask your friend. That's how you practice. But if you take this book and this whole class is done, pack it, wait for a miracle. God will give me a miracle during the exams. Trust me. If a miracle is really need hard work for you to get a miracle. Miracles don't fall these days like they used to in the old days. These days, you fight accordingly and you get your miracles. So, and simplify things for you. I'm ending software you guys have this Hände, das Alphabet mit Bildung or builds, as you can call it, pictures on baby, A for accordion, okay, B for baby, C for scent, font, F for future, H for hello, I for insect. Okay, this E, J oder Upsilon, Jaguar. Okay, I mean yacht, sorry, it says Upsilon. Yacht for Jaguar. Okay, yacht for Jaguar. K for camera. L for locomotive. M for microphone. N for Natur. O Ozean. P Polizei. Then you have Q. Yeah, Q, that's for quartet. Okay, quartet, 1, 2, 3, 4, quartet. And then we have R or R for radio. Okay, radio. And then S, saxophone, saxophone. T, telephone. U, uhu. Uhu, it's like an owl, of course, we know that. And V for Fox. It's not Vox, but Fox music. Fox music. V. Wolfgang Amadeus. So Wolfgang Amadeus, some statue of the whatever, no idea. Xylophone, a bit of the xylophone, okay? Xylophone for X, xylophone. And then we have upsilon, which is Y, upsilon, okay? Next, the last Z, it's secus, or secus in English, secus. So there you have it. You have something that can help you as you learn the alphabet by reading through these simple letters and words. So I hope that helps. I think now alle is done. So next Thema heißt meine Familie. Pause ist super. So the break is great or super. So there you have it. Any questions? Questions? Do we have any questions? Towards what feeling problems before I go? Marianne, remember what's your question?
I just wanted to ask
Yeah,
the difference between Z with a capital S and Z with a small s.
Z with a capital A, of course, that depends all the time what we're referring to. So when we have, let's say, in a conjugation or in a sentence, or we had a conversation, let's say, with describing ladies, okay, or a lady, or I want to talk about a lady, yeah, it will be, we're still going to use the Z, but the conjugation is going to be different. Okay.
Yes.
For instance, if I want to say she is beautiful, okay, I'll say sie ist schön, sie ist hübsch, sie ist schön, she is. But if I want to say in respect, I can say please speak or please ask. Sie fragen or fragen Sie bitte. Meaning I'm trying to say in respective format. So basically you just have to know in the dialogue what is happening. That's when you use, you have to know a difference. Okay. And I know most of the time I would say no, small letter Z can mean this, and then capital letter Z can mean this. At times we find capital letter Z would mean she in sentences. Okay, to mean she. Again, capital Z can mean formal way of speaking. So it depends with the dialogue, what we are talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So the only difference is one is we're describing a female, which is she, and the other one we're simply talking about in respect form, okay, formal, and talking to people in plural. For instance, in the book we say lesen Sie. I'm talking to you guys, meaning you guys should read, all of you in plural. Read, please. Okay. So just bear in mind with the dialogue. That's all. That's the advice I can give you. Otherwise, that's one way you can catch the difference when it comes to conjugating.
Okay.
Okay.
So
You're welcome. You're welcome. Messi,